So as you all probably know, CS2 has a competitive mode, and unlike the Premier competitive mode, your rank is actually divided between each map you want to play. So you could be a Global Elite Mirage player and a Silver 1 Vertigo player at the exact same time. But that does mean, because all of the ranks are separate, you need to win 10 placement games on each map to get your rank on each map. Which means you need to win a minimum of 90 games of Counter-Strike to get your rank on each map. And that is assuming you do not lose a single game. That's crazy. So for today, I'm going to focus purely on Mirage. It is my favorite map, and I think I stand the best chance of getting this one as quickly as possible. Now, notice how I said I think I stand the best chance because, yeah, I was wrong. I was a foolish fool, if you will. By the end of game 1, though, we were off to a flying start, winning our first game, and I didn't have to do a whole lot. The false hope of getting this challenge done quickly was building within me as I got the final kill to win us the first game on Mirage. I ended the game on 20 kills and 9 deaths, top of the board, lovely stuff. This challenge, I thought, was going to be easy. Continuing into game 2, we actually got a pretty decent start, but by the end of the half, we were just barely ahead, but the team just couldn't work as a unit at all on T side, which meant that our lead was slowly whittled away until we were sat hopelessly watching as the deficit to the CTs grew round by round. I also think one of my teammates must have taken a bribe from the other team purely for this moment. I'm pushing up short, come with me. Why would you molly it? Why would you molly where I'm trying to go? Meaning we went on to lose the game. A frustrating loss considering I ended the game on 22 kills, the highest on the team by far, and I'm not one to point fingers, okay? I don't like shifting the blame to somebody else, but we did have a guy on 5 kills. I'm just saying. Now, I don't remember much of game 3, but just by looking at the scoreboard, it was clear it was a hard-fought draw by the top guy. Yeah, the rest of us, I don't know what we were doing. I feel so bad for the guy getting 40 kills over the course of 24 rounds, which is mental, by the way. And not even getting anything for it. Like, that's ridiculous. At least we didn't lose. And I don't really want to talk about game 4. We had a guy saving on last round. Questionable decisions by the team all round. Outplayed, I think. The next day, I booted up CS2 again, and I decided I was not going to be bad at the game today. And while I was half right, game 5 went to the wire in a 2v3 situation on the final round. Me and a randomer, 30 seconds on the clock, and the randomer picks up a kill connector, and I peek and kill the guy on sight, and my reaction on stream says it all about this game. Oh my god. We did not... we should not have had to try that hard to win that game. Oh my god. Game 6 started looking a little rough for us, and it was. What is that? And it ended rough for us as well. We did pull it back a little bit, but there was only so much 2 of us could do while carrying the dead weight of the other 3 members of our unfortunate squad. So game 6 ended up being a loss. But game 7 was an interesting one for sure. We were winning by so much that when they got to 7 rounds, the enemy team just decided to forfeit and not even try and win. Not the way I'd play personally, but also that's good for me because I could try and fit more games into the stream and hopefully get closer to winning. But we're 7 games in, by the way, and we've only won 3. So not anywhere near close to our rank yet. Game 8 was won in a dominant fashion. I was 4th on the team, having 22 kills at the start of the last round. The team was meshing, people were playing Counter-Strike like they actually wanted to win, and to end the entire game, this is the play my teammate pulled off to secure the dominant victory. There's a the lineup. They've done that twice this game. 6 wins to go. Game 9, our team was suffering with the inability to move out onto a site, no matter how many times I ran through first and attempted to clear it. They just sat ramp and didn't do anything. It's so incredibly frustrating doing everything you can to try and help a team win and to just drag them back into the game where they're just sitting ramp and palace and they don't really seem like they even want to try and play. I get this is solo queue, so this was guaranteed to happen, but it doesn't make it any less annoying. I had managed to cross an entire site, get to connector, and die in connector and jungle while fighting before my teammates even decided they were going to step out of ramp. Now, Game 10 was a different showing, though. The team managed to comfortably take the win, only conceding 4 rounds in the process. And I'm just assuming that's because I'm unranked. The ranks of the people I'm also playing with do genuinely range from people who have only just downloaded the game because it's all new and it's exciting and it's CS2 and all that. Or they are also the people like me who have been playing for a while and just haven't got their skill group yet. Now, I feel like a lot of the people on my teams end up being lower than my skill ranking, and most of the enemies are a lot higher. Completely fair. Yeah, good. And Game 11 was more of the same. A fairly comfortable win with competent teammates who could hold their own, push when they needed to, and could actually aim and shoot their weapons, which is lovely. Finally getting a couple of wins on the board. And that continued on into Game 12, which was the biggest roll of the entire video so far, with the enemy team only getting 2 rounds in the entire game, and never seeming to cause our guys any trouble whatsoever. I'm enjoying these fast and efficient games with myself spearheading the top of the leaderboard with the most kills. That'll never not feel nice. 3 wins to go. And Game 13 was once again a comfortable win for us. Not quite as easy as the last one, but definitely still comfortable for the squad of random morons that the game decided to throw together to form our team. It seems that when at least 3 or 4 people are doing okay-ish and getting some good damage and some good kills out there, then it doesn't really matter if the last guy isn't doing a whole lot, which we've seen a lot throughout these games so far, and a lot of the time, I'm surprised it's not my dumbass. However, after our good run of wins, it was surely all bound to come to an end in Game 14, which was back to what we'd come to expect in our solo queue experience. We lost quite badly, and I can genuinely say it wasn't actually the randomer's fault like it normally is. I am slightly to blame in this one. Moving on to Game 15, things in this game were pretty even up until the half swap. A lot of randomers are kind of okay, sort of, kind of, nearly, at playing a CT side. You can kind of sit in your own position and people are coming to you to fight, but as soon as the side swap and they have to make any decisions themselves as to where they want to go and where they want to fight people, it just, their brains stop. They completely freeze up and they can't get any work done on the field at all. We have seen this all the time where people in this game just can't play T-side. Now, I'm not expecting any of my teammates to even attempt to pull off like major winning level executes onto a site, but leaving ramp sometimes is going to be quite helpful. After that game, I decided I'd had enough Counter-Strike for the day and I gave it a rest. The next day, however, was going to be the day I was going to stream until I got my Mirage rank. We needed, what, 2 wins left? That was surely possible for a day of streaming. Now, Game 16 was a hard-fought battle, but we did luckily manage to eke out the win, leaving us 1 game away from our rank. I didn't play the best in this one, but the team played good, so I didn't have to. I still tried, though. Game 17 itself was a long grind. The scores stayed fairly close throughout the entire match, with the final round deciding between our teams losing a devastating 13-11 or managing to draw this game. Now, unfortunately, the enemy team was just too much for us in the last round, and we lose it in a heartbreaking fashion. 32 kills in the game and no win. It is painful. However, Game 18, the final game of Mirage, and since it's the final game, you know we're winning this one. This game was kind of close, but also not really. Having some crazy plays on certain rounds were really cementing the fact that this was going to be the game in which I get my hard-fought CS2 Mirage rank. I netted myself 38 kills in this match, and I am sure that whatever rank I get given is going to correctly showcase the pain and sacrifice that has been put into these 18 games to get us to this point, and will fairly class me with other individuals of a similar skill level to mine. And I won't have to play with all of these people who don't know what they're doing anymore. Oh no.